She didn't leave like a storm. There was no shouting, no broken plates, no slammed doors. She left like a slow winter, quietly, gradually, until one day I woke up and realized the warmth was gone. I still remember the last week before she walked away. She had stopped arguing with me. That's how I should have known. Silence is never peace. It's the final cry of someone who's already given up. For months, she had been trying to tell me something, not in words, but in the way she looked at me when I came home late, in the way she swallowed her disappointments, in the way her laughter had slowly lost its spark. I was too busy chasing things I thought mattered: money, success, pride, and I forgot the one thing that actually needed me the most: her. There was a time she used to run to the door when I came home. She'd hug me tight, like my presence was her whole world. But slowly, she stopped running. She stopped waiting. She stopped hoping. One night I found her sitting on the floor beside the bed, her face buried in her hands. I asked her what was wrong. She smiled and said nothing. But her eyes told a different story, a story of exhaustion, loneliness, and love that had been stretched too thin. I should have held her. I should have pulled her close. But I didn't. I just went to sleep telling myself she'd be fine by morning. She wasn't. The morning light revealed a woman who had already decided to leave. I just didn't know it yet. She made breakfast like she always did, but she didn't speak. She didn't look at me. Not once. She was fading, and I was still blind. That evening, she stood near the window, watching the sunset with a softness that hurt to look at. I walked to her, touched her shoulder, and she flinched, not out of fear, but out of heartbreak. That was the moment I realized something inside her had broken long before she decided to walk away. "Talk to me," I whispered. She shook her head slowly and said, "I've been talking for so long. You've just never heard me." Her voice didn't crack. Her tears didn't fall, but her heart. It sounded like it had already shattered. She turned to face me, and for the first time, I saw everything she had been holding in. "I loved you," she said. "Not I love you, not I love you still, just I loved you." Past tense. A funeral for a feeling that once kept us both alive. "You don't lose people," she whispered. "You lose the version of yourself who believed they'd stay." She moved past me, softly brushing my arm with her hand. It wasn't affectionate. It was a goodbye disguised as a moment of tenderness. She walked to the door and picked up her small bag, the same one she used for weekend trips. I hadn't even noticed she had packed, maybe because she had been packing emotionally for months. I tried to hold her hand as she reached for the doorknob. She let me hold it for a second, just long enough for hope to flicker. But then she gently pulled her fingers away, the kind of gentle that scars more than any fight could. Her eyes locked with mine one last time. I saw love there. I did love. But it was tired, bruised, worn down to its last threads. "I'm not leaving because I stopped loving you," she said. "I'm leaving because loving you hurts more than losing you." She opened the door. The hallway light spilled into the room, brighter than anything inside my chest. She took her first step, and something inside me cracked painfully, like the sound of paper tearing, soft but permanent. The second step felt like a punch. The third felt like air leaving my lungs. I didn't stop her. Maybe I should have. Maybe she wanted me to. But the truth is, I didn't know how anymore. The door closed gently behind her. Not a slam, not anger, just finality. And then there was silence. Not the peaceful kind, the kind that screams. I sat on the floor, staring at the empty space where she had stood, where she had laughed, where she had cried, where she had loved me with everything she had. She used to fill that space. Now, it felt like a wound. For days I tried to distract myself. Music, work, friends, noise, anything to drown out the echo of her footsteps in my chest. But every night when the world slept, the truth slipped into my room like a ghost. Her toothbrush was gone. Her perfume no longer lingered in the air. The little notes she used to leave me were missing from the mirror. And the silence. God, the silence was the loudest thing I had ever heard. Some nights, I'd imagine her voice, the softness in it when she said my name, the crack in it when she asked me to stay present, the tremble in it when she asked, "Do you still love me?" I always said yes. But my actions said otherwise. Weeks passed. Life moved on. People laughed. The sun rose. The world kept spinning. But my world. My world stayed stuck in the moment she walked away. I realized something painful. She didn't break my heart. She just showed me that it was already cracked. From neglect, from ego, from the love I failed to give back. One day, months later, I opened her old drawer. A letter lay inside. I unfolded it with shaking hands. "I hope one day you understand," it said, "not to blame yourself, not to punish yourself, but to love better when love finds you again." I read that line again, and again, and again, till the paper blurred through my tears. She didn't hate me. She didn't resent me. She just outgrew the pain of staying. She walked away, but her footsteps, they still echo in my chest. Maybe they always will, because some people leave your life, but stay in your soul. Some goodbyes close doors, but open eyes, and some loves end, but never really die. She walked away softly, quietly, hopelessly. I'm still learning how to live in the silence she left behind. If you're going through a tough time, remember that healing is a journey, not a race. There are people who can help. You can find resources in the description below. Thank you for listening.